Today's podcast is brought to you by Audible. Get a free audiobook download and 30-day free trial at audibletrial.com/spookshow. Then go over to morbidlybeautiful.com as we are now part of the Morbidly Beautiful Podcasting Network.
You see Santa Claus tonight? You better run, boy. You better run for your life.
But Mother Superior, it's Santa Claus.
No, I have another reason to hate Christmas.
Now that hell is full, I wonder where you will go.
The caller is in the house. The calls are coming from the house.
You're my family now.
But if you're bad boys and girls, your name goes in the bad boys and girls book, and I'll bring you something horrible.
Yes, Virginia, there is a Santa Claus.
Hello, welcome back to the All-American Spookshow podcast. I'm Josh, and I'm joined here with Donny.
Yo.
Tiana.
Hey.
And the Professor Smoke.
What's up?
And we're kicking off our Christmas holiday season. Traditionally, we do, at least a few, three to four Christmas horror, or, just this time of year type stuff. I mean, we just haven't done that much of it because there's not that much, but we're not excluding any of the other holidays, right? Like if there's a random Kwanzaa horror movie or Hanukkah horror movie or something like that, we'll get around to those one of these days. But there are a shit ton of Christmas horror movies. So every year we have to kind of, put them all in a bowl and swirl our hand around in there and pull some shit out and see what we find. And it was Donnie's choice, right? Yeah. It was Donnie's choice this time around. And he reached into the bowl and pulled out a turd of a different kind. I mean, we'll debate whether this is good or bad or whatever, right? But this is extreme.
So, and the reason why, like, I had seen this movie on a couple of lists because I am not I'm not an aficionado of holiday horror. I kind of struggle with it at times. But I saw this on some lists. Hey, you should check this out, or whatever list, and for like holiday horror. So I was like, you know what? I haven't seen it. Let's throw it on here.
Let's inflict it on everyone else. Now, y'all have I should say what we are talking about. What's the name of the movie?
It's Inside from 2007. I think it's a French. I think
this is French. Yeah,
French film.
Mm-hmm. Now, I'd seen something about it, but I'd never seen it before.
Yeah, the only other French movie I've seen is Amélie. That's it. That's it. I am not a, all
I know is that's a French bakery in the Charlotte area, Amelie's.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah.
That's all I know.
That, and, I've watched a couple of French rap videos, but.
I think I've seen a few French films, but like not necessarily horror. But
have y'all ever heard of Jean Rollin?
No.
From the 70s, that guy that did Zombie Lake, Requiem for a Vampire. That was my sort of initiation into the French horror stuff.
Now, to that, this one is part of what they call New French Extremity, right? This is one of the forefathers, the forerunners of that. I guess the French are just, well, we're going to do horror. It's going to be fucked up. This is one of those. What are some other examples? Because I'm really not very versed in it.
Well, the biggest one is probably High Tension. You remember that one? It's called High Tension.
Do remember.
I mean, that's the biggest.
I haven't seen it, but I do.
When I say biggest, I mean the one that's the most known. Not the best necessarily, but the one that's the most known.
I would say it is Martyrs now.
I don't know. I'm talking about like even the people that don't know horror that well would probably remember High Tension because it was all over the place. Mm-hmm. Martyrs is a little bit more. You got to dig a little bit deeper, especially these days.
No, it's out. It just came out.
No.
It's been released 18 times on Blu-ray, Smoke. You probably have all the copies and you just don't realize
it. Well, up until recently, it was harder to find.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But this is one of the, I guess, maybe not earliest examples, but this is another big one, right? Pretty early on in 2007.
Yeah, it was 2007. I think the first one was like 2002, around there. And then that's when they started. But it only lasted. I mean, they still kick out some French. Still kicks out some extreme now, but they're still. I don't feel like they're not as extreme as this one or some of the other ones from the early 2000s.
Yeah, all I could say, and we'll get into it, but all I could say after watching this is I sent y'all a message on there. It was like, fucking Merry Christmas. God almighty.
Yeah.
I mean, we've seen some shit. We've seen some shit in our 7+ years of doing this show. We have. And this is another one. But, man, this is brutal. It's just dark. I should say on a personal note, I made the mistake of what was the movie that I watched that I told y'all that I watched? Bring Her Back.
Oh, Bring Her Back.
I made the mistake of watching. Yeah, I made the mistake of watching Bring Her Back and then this. So, yeah. I was just ready to jump off a bridge or something after that, and I need to go watch rainbows and puppies and stuff.
Yeah, you put on My Little Pony after that.
Yeah, gladly. You need to watch anything after that. You need to go watch some comedy, something. Time to put on Blazing Saddles. I need to laugh. Fuck. Brutal. But yeah, so this is pretty fucked up. I'll start there. This is pretty fucked up. It debuted May 24th, 2007 at the Cannes Film Festival, but it was released wide in France. Best I could tell, that's the only wide release it got anywhere was in France. And that was on June 13th of 2007. Also, best I can tell, it didn't really play here in the United States other than maybe some film festivals until it was released on DVD April 15th of 2008. So odds are, if you watched it back then, that's probably here in the U.S., that's probably when you saw it, was when it got released on DVD.
I actually didn't see it until I started finding out about this crazy stuff, which was 2014.
Oh, wow. Yeah, so many years later.
And I feel like that's when Instagram started kicking off, maybe a little bit before that. And then that's when the whole horror pages started.
Yeah.
Or better or worse.
Yeah.
Well, that's my opinion.
That just is what it is. But now we live in a world of those things can be good and bad, obviously, but where I'm talking about the viral part of something. They can grab a couple clips from a movie like this and make it bigger.
Yeah.
So it's both good and bad, right?
But now we have TikTok, so
yeah, same thing. Yeah.
That's why everybody knows about it now. But yeah. I remember Walmart selling this actual DVD.
Good Lord.
In 2008, yeah.
They could not have known what it was.
Yeah. The cover was just, I don't know, it kind of turned me off. It looked like one of those, dumb covers.
I saw one just look kind of cheap ass. It almost looks like until you really stare at it, and then when you watch the movie, you know what's going on.
Yeah.
It almost looks like a pie, like a fucking apple pie getting cut up or something. When you if you're not staring at it and you just kind of look like, what the fuck is that? It almost looks like somebody cutting a pie. And then when you watch the movie, you're like, oh, goddamn. There ain't no pie. Yeah, what the fuck? It's produced by BR Films and La Fabrique des Films, and also distributed by them. Of course, rated R. Total runtime of 1 hour and 22 minutes. So, at least there's that, right? It's brutal, but at least it's quick.
Yeah.
On IMDb, it only has 2 things or genres or whatever, how you want to put it, that it's listed under: horror and tragedy.
Shit. That's about right, though.
Yeah. That also led me to when I saw that, because, on IMDb, you can click on the tabs. So say, you clicked on horror, and then I think it would just show you a list of all what they consider horror, right? Yeah. I don't even want to click on the tragedy button.
I've never actually looked that up to see, but there's probably quite a few on there.
That's too dark a hallway for me, man. You know what? Nah. I bet you that Bring Her Back. That's got to be on there. And believe me, we'll talk about that on our year in review episode here at the end of the month. That will come back up. But good God, horror tragedy. It was filmed around Paris, France from October 2nd to early December of 2006 for a budget of $2.5 million. They must have blew a lot of their wad on blood and,
the effects.
And the baby effect.
And they might have spent a little bit of money on that actress, Patrice Daly. She was popular.
Quite possibly. But either way, they took a little bit of a hit on this one. It went on to a worldwide gross of just $792,000. So did not make much. But I would imagine, though, they probably ended up doing at least hitting even on it with DVD sales and all that shit, right? I'm sure over time, I'm sure it was fine, but not a big moneymaker. It was directed and written by Alexandre Bustillo and Julien Marie, who both also did one of Smoke's favorites, Leatherface.
Yeah. Yeah.
And a movie just recently in a couple. Now, you remember, this one came to mind when I saw this. What was it we used to do every week? The live show.
I forgot I was on this episode.
Yeah, you're here. Hey, that live show we used to do every week.
Yeah.
Deadline Horror News.
Yeah,
Deadline Horror News. Remember we used to always do like, here's what's coming out. Here's the DVD releases on that shit, right? Remember, or here's what's new in theaters.
Yeah.
And you remember there was a movie that was about a haunted house that was underwater?
Yes,
I do remember that. It's called the It's called
I watched that.
Okay, there you go. It's called The Deep House. These dudes did that. The two dudes that
I forgot.
Alexandre Bustillo and Julien Marie did The Deep House. And they also did a segment on the ABCs of Death Part 2. Which I know I've seen the first one. I don't think I ever saw the second one.
Yeah.
It stars Allison. I got nothing more to say about it. It stars Allison Paradis. Is that how you say her name? Paradis. Paradis.
It's almost paradise.
Yeah, there you go. As Sarah, that's the main. That's the girl that is pregnant in this movie. She was also in a movie called The Childhood of Icarus and tons of French television. Beatrice Dalle, is that how you, is I think it's the one you just mentioned, right? Beatrice, Dalle. So it's either Dalle or Dolly, I'm not sure. But she plays the part of the woman. And if you've seen the movie, this is the woman that intrudes in the house and tries to kill the main character. She was in a movie, most famously, she was in a movie called Betty Blue from the 80s. That apparently was a pretty big deal. That was like her big splash on the scene. She was also a model. And I found this, I mean, she's been in tons of movies and television shows, a lot of French television and stuff, but she was also in some music videos. In particular, she was in a music video for Aha back in remember the 80s, whatever the hell kind of genre band that was, pop band, Aha. And a music video for Buster Poindexter.
Oh, man.
Feeling hot, hot, hot. That dude.
That guy?
Yeah, that guy.
Yeah, I don't
Buster
know.
Poindexter. I don't think it was that video, but apparently she was in one of his videos.
Did he have a Christmas one too? I forget.
Maybe. I mean, he was a thing. Like, that's not even the guy's name, right? Like, he has a completely different name. That was like a stage name or something, and I don't know. It was a weird fucking thing. I also only remember that dude was in. You remember the Bill Murray movie Scrooge?
Oh yeah, maybe that's the Christmas connection I was thinking of. Scrooge.
Yeah, there you go. He was the cab driver. He was the cab driver in Scrooged. Yeah. Anyways, the only other note that I had is that they actually did eventually, 9 years later, they made a remake of this movie. In 2016, there's it's more of a U.S. I guess it's English remake, but it's not. It had some other country of origin, and I can't recall right away. I didn't write it down, but yeah, I didn't see that. I didn't hear anything about it, so I don't know if that's. Yeah, Tiana, maybe did you see that one? I don't know. The remake? Because it's called the same thing.
No,
Yeah.
I heard it was so bad.
Yeah. It's probably my guess. This is my guess without seeing it. It's probably a similar story, but they wouldn't go all the way.
Yeah,
that
they
this
didn't
one
go
did.
there.
Yeah, so like,
Yeah.
yeah,
So
they just
it's
kind
probably like a
so it falls flat.
Hallmark movie or something.
No, it's the Lifetime version of this.
Lifetime, that's it.
Yeah, I don't know if Hallmark is cranking out remakes of Inside.
No, they're just making Christmas movies.
But yeah, in 2016 that came out, so I'm sure eventually in some form or another we'll get around to it, right, Donnie? But the remake of this in 2016,
yeah,
you'll
I was not paying attention.
Yeah.
I honestly forgot I was on this episode.
You drifted away.
I did. Yeah.
So yeah, that's all the notes I had as far as background. So anybody else have anything they wanted to bring up before we got into it?
No, I think I've already mentioned this. This was I just kind of plucked this out of, I don't want to say thin air, but just off of
we have kind of a running list of like old and new specifically holiday movies. I don't remember if you plucked it off of that or not.
No, it was another random list because, I mean, like I said, holiday horror is something I struggle with because I just man, I just don't want to watch this. Sometimes.
And you weren't around for some of the good ones, like when we watched Black Christmas. I don't think you were here then.
Was not.
You need to watch it. Have you ever seen that?
I have not. No.
Yeah, you need to watch that.
That was good.
Like, if I just think of holiday horror and like good ones, that's one of the first ones that comes to mind.
And you're talking like 74, right?
What was it, Smoke? It sounds about right.
72, maybe? Was it?
It's early to mid 70s. It's a while without looking it up.
Maybe it was 74.
It even played in the movie theater, I think, last year, and I took my daughter, and she's never seen it. It creeped her the hell out.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it was 74. I had to look it up.
Think about the time period. So it's not a gore fest, but it is creepy as fuck.
Mm.
It's no Texas Chainsaw, but it is. It is whack, weird, creepy, and dark, and leaves you with one of my favorite endings of a lot of horror. Forget holiday horror, just horror movies in general. It's one of my favorite endings, honestly. Anyways, yeah, go check out that episode. We did that years ago, but yeah, you need to. Those are good examples of holiday horror. Which this one, going back to Inside, the Christmas connection. Right, like it's there. It's Christmas Eve. Right?
Yeah, it's talked about, but you don't really see it.
But it doesn't really have anything to do with Christmas other than it just happens to be this time on the calendar when this woman decides to intrude in the home. Right, it's like otherwise, maybe it plays into the response because also in the story in this movie there's some riots or something going on. Which did they ever really explain what the hell the riots were?
I'm not sure what they were, but I knew there was something around that time when this was filmed. So yeah.
So there was some kind of riots going on in Paris, and then that kept coming back up because, and that plays into the story because of the police response, right?
Mm-hmm, yeah.
They're sending people, which is like the fucking Keystone Cops in this movie. Yeah, that got me. That part got me, but like otherwise, like this doesn't really have. It's Christmas time, but has nothing. It could have been any other time of year. It could have been June 1st going into June 2nd, and this same story could have played out, right? Like, it really has no bearing on Christmas, but it is Christmas time, so it counts. It's honestly, this is probably more of an appropriate pull than when we talked about Maniac at some point, right?
Yeah,
I think
that was like. Very, very little.
Yeah, there's like one of those fake ass metal looking Christmas trees in the background or something. And like otherwise, that has nothing to do with Christmas, right?
Yeah.
maybe he's carrying a gift at some point that signifies that it is Christmas time, and that's it, right? Otherwise, yeah. This movie starts off awesome, Donnie. And I know you probably love this part right out the gate. When the woman has the dream about barfing out the baby.
Yeah.
The baby like came out of her mouth and like it's like she barfed it up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's because of that you have like these weird fears when the first time you're pregnant.
I can imagine.
Yeah. So that was hers, I guess.
Smoke, how'd you feel the first time you were pregnant? Did you have any weird dreams or anything?
I don't think so.
But I love pineapple.
I gave birth to Larry the larva. No.
But it's the only time I like pineapple on pizza, ironically. Yeah, I can only imagine and I guess that's part of somewhat part of the story here, right? Like this would I'd say this would definitely hit a woman differently. This whole movie.
Oh yeah,
a woman differently than it would a man, right? Because I would imagine that's not that you're gonna get intruded on, and then somebody's trying to take the baby out of your stomach, but this is like your worst nightmare, right? Like I'm pregnant and someone's trying to take it out of me.
Yeah.
Right? What the fuck? And really, and that's the other thing about it too, is like, it takes a while before you get to the reasoning. Right? So like a good portion, 90% of the movie, you're just like, why the fuck? Why? You know, until it's revealed what's going on here, but still, you know, a lot of brutality later, you finally get there. Oh, I love that one shot early in the movie where she's kind of getting creeped out and she knows somebody's kind of messing around in her house or whatever. I think she calls the cop. I think she's on the phone with her mom or her editor or the cops. I can't remember. She's on the phone with somebody, and then real dark in the shadows, you see the woman behind her that is already in her house.
No, she was in the window.
Oh, it was a window. I assume she was already.
Yeah,
in the
she was like right outside the sliding glass window.
But you see her eyes, and it is really dark. See,
because she's lighting up a cigarette.
Yeah, but you can barely see it. It's like it's like it's almost like a scene from the fucking Conjuring universe or something, where like she's there, but like, is it really there? What the fuck am I seeing back there? You know, that was a cool shot. I like that one.
And then she like took a bunch of pictures of her.
Yeah. She took pictures and then develops the pictures and all that. She's trying to figure out who it is. A big chunk of the movie, I was kind of under the assumption that it wasn't who I thought. I was thinking it was almost for a second, it was that nurse that was kind of a bitch to her.
Yeah.
In the hospital and smoking like right next to her as she's pregnant in the hospital.
Yeah.
Yeah, because she calls her a twat.
Yeah, I love that too. She just kind of looks at her and says "twat," but in French, whatever the translation is.
Well, I guess because she was so down in the dumps and wasn't really.
Yeah, she was a dickhead.
Happy to have. Well, now I'm talking about the.
Oh yeah, well yeah. There is that. We should mention that.
She was happy, and she she really wasn't happy having this baby now because her husband died in the beginning.
Yeah. We should mention that because it does come back around. Yeah, is that like her husband at the very beginning of the movie, her husband died in a car accident.
In a car accident.
Yeah. And she was hurt, but her and the baby survived. And now it's some time later. I forget how much time has passed. Now she's about to have the baby and it's Christmas Eve. And like you said, she's down in the dumps, probably because it's Christmas. Also, clearly, probably in some ways doesn't really want the baby. I guess maybe like you said, because of all this, maybe there's some of that going on.
Yeah.
So she's kind of pushing everybody away. And her mom.
Yeah, she's got to worry about this nut that gets into her house while she's sleeping.
While she's sleeping,
and you will never look at scissors the same way again after this movie.
God. By the way, this woman is Rambo.
Yeah.
This woman that breaks into the house is fucking Rambo with scissors. The amount of people that she takes out, and we'll go one by one here in a second, but the first attack is she gets into the house and the pregnant woman is sleeping in the bed and she stabs her right in the belly with the scissors.
The belly button, like
kind of holds it over the belly button and then jab, like what the fuck? So but that's just the opening salvo. That's nothing.
Yeah. That's when it starts revving up.
Yeah. Eventually, there's a lot of running around like she's hiding from her and all that shit. Most of the movie, Sarah, the pregnant woman, is like kind of holed up in a bathroom, right? But her mom, Sarah's mom, arrives, and she goes straight up the stairs. Like she walks in, she's like, "Who the fuck are you?" By the way, this is after her editor or whatever, right?
The boss.
Yeah, he's sitting there on the couch with her, and when he comes in, he assumes that the intruder is the mother, is the girl's mom, but it's not. Obviously, he just doesn't know that because he's never seen her, right? So he's sitting there having a conversation with her. Her real mom walks into the house, and she's like, "Who the fuck are you?" And then goes upstairs to talk to her daughter, and then Sarah opens up the bathroom door and just stabs her mom right in the neck with a needle.
Yeah.
Like a sewing needle, right?
Yeah.
Bam. She's fucking dead. The editor, her boss or whatever, his name is Jean-Pierre.
Yeah.
This was fucking brutal. He is stabbed to death by
Oh.
the intruder.
Yeah.
He's stabbed in the legs multiple times, then in the crotch. Like,
Yeah.
she's stabbing him right in the dick.
Like, yeah.
And
So now you got a little something for the guys, right? Because most of the movies about women
you're
like
right.
feeling the pain of pregnancy. Now the guys feel the pain.
You're
of
right. So
something
they had equal opportunity violence here, right? They had to get some for the guys in. He stabbed right in the crotch, and then I think she slices his throat or stabs him in the neck or something, and now he's dead. So he got brutalized and he's dead. So now that's just the first two people that showed up to the house.
Yeah.
So Rambo has caught them off aware, the two of them off guard right now at this point.
Yeah.
By the way,
then-
there's also the mistaken identity. Like that got to me. Like nobody knows who the fuck who is in this movie.
Oh yeah, yeah.
People just arriving left and right. Like, who the fuck are you? Stab, scissors, needle. And that's what I mean. Like she's like fucking, Jackie Chan with the fucking scissors in the.
It's time to refresh. For your convenience, we have an attractive refreshment stand with a parade of items to tempt your taste. Hot buttered popcorn, golden good and fresh from the popper. Your favorite candies, wholesome and rich and full of flavor. Ice cream and other good things to eat. Plus, ice cold Coca-Cola. So bright, so bracing, with a taste and tingle all its own.
So the movie is basically about penetration and its after effects.
like we said, the end card of the movie should be abstinence. Fin. F-I-N. Fin. The end. The cops show up. There's three cops and a perp that they have arrested from the from the Paris riots, right? So like the two cops go in the house, one stays in the car with the perp. The first cop is killed with the needle. There goes the needle again. He gets stabbed in the side of the head or some shit, right, with the fucking needle. So he's gone. Yeah. The second cop,
he was going up the steps.
He gets his fucking head blown apart with a pistol
right in front of the girl.
Yeah, like I think he gets in there to help her, like we're gonna help you or something, right? And then she just walks in with a pistol, which I assume she got off the first cop.
Yeah.
Plow! Just blows half his head off. Which would make for a good Christmas card. Put that on there and send them out this time. Merry Christmas from dude's head blown apart. Then she shoots the third cop because the third cop comes in with the perp. He's like chained to him. She shoots him. He's wounded. You think he's dead at first, but it turns out he's just wounded and he comes back in a minute. But then she stabs the prisoner, the perp that came into the house that's chained to the guy, the third cop. She stabs him in the head with scissors. Like right in the top of the dome. By the way, how strong is she to put a pair of scissors through a man's skull?
Yeah.
Wow. But then the fucked up part is like he doesn't immediately die. He pulls him out and just starts talking like sideways, like and like and still kind of like moving until he falls and dies. Which I guess is about right.
I don't know, man.
You caught scissors to the head.
You kind of said something that sounded if you actually played that backwards.
Like, yeah, Paul is dead. Paul is dead. I mean, he's talking backwards, like, but she didn't fucking like put scissors into his brain, so that's why it makes sense. But fuck,
it's probably a different language. He turned into a savant.
That would be awesome because this is in French. He just starts speaking English. What the fuck, lady? And then that would have been awesome.
You can't do that. Not when I take a drink. It's just like, meh.
Speaking of the cigarette, when the woman lights up a cigarette, like right in as she's fighting Sarah, she lights up a cigarette right in front of her face, and then she picks up like a can of Lysol or whatever the fuck. Blasts her and like burns like half her damn face, off with the aerosol can. That didn't stop her though, but pretty close. It put her down pretty good. But
and that's when you find out.
Yeah, this is when you get the big reveal of what is the motivation. Why is this woman doing this? Well, apparently she was the other woman in the car accident that killed Sarah's husband and almost killed her. Apparently she was pregnant as well, right?
Yeah.
And it took her baby. So now I guess her revenge is this amount of time later, I'm going to take your baby and kill you or whatever the fuck because you did this to me, right?
Yeah.
So at least now it's fucked up, but at least now there's some motivation in the story. That third cop that got shot that you thought was dead. No, he's not dead. He comes back and then beats the shit out of Sarah thinking, because he's blind or something, right?
He's like a zombie.
Yeah.
Like he got lobotomized with the scissors to the frontal lobe. Right.
Yeah. So like he revives and starts coming after Sarah, like beating the shit out of her, thinking she's the intruder, but obviously we know better. And then he is then killed by the woman. She takes out the third cop finally. Then you get to the big final moment. Sarah is about to give birth, like it's happening, right? So she's on the steps. I mean, by the way, like they're both bloody as shit. She's burned, the intruder, the woman, she's burned in the face. I mean, they've been through a war at this point. Now she's actually about to have the kid. So the kid is coming out sideways or backwards or whatever the fuck, right? Mm-hmm. Something like that. So she's like, basically tells her like, cut me open. So these super scissors, by the way, that she's been killing everybody with, she takes them and like, she does a C-section, but like up, God damn it. She like, cuts this woman open.
Like all the way up to the sternum.
Yeah, like just guts her and just takes the baby out. Yeah. And then the ending shot of the movie is the woman sitting in like a rocking chair, rocking the baby as Sarah is dead on the steps. Because obviously she bled out, and it's not like she actually performed this correctly and then sewn her up or anything. She just fucking cut her with scissors and she just splayed open and bled out.
Yeah, the camera pans up so you see everything.
God. All I could say after that was Merry Christmas. That is some dark, dark shit. Thanks for that.
Oh yeah, and then it ends with what's her name? Whatever her name was, in the chair with the baby, right? Rocking chair with the baby.
I think in the credits they actually call her La Femme. It's just the woman. Yeah. Like she never has a name. I guess it doesn't matter, right? But yeah. Yikes. Holy shit. Yeah, I doubt that 2016 remake has the same punch that this one. I mean, also too, it's like one of those things where once you've seen it, now you're just going to see some pale. Yeah. You're going to see some pale imitation of it at best. Like it's never going to be quite the same, if nothing else. So
probably kind of like have y'all ever seen Old Boy, the Korean film?
Yeah.
You seen the original?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And I've never seen I think there was a Spike Lee remake that I never saw, but I figured it can't have the same punch. They probably didn't try to.
It seems like I did see that, and no, it doesn't. But it's not bad. It's just it's not like that.
Yeah.
Because that one's like, what the fuck?
Yeah, it's kind of the same thing. It's very kind of extreme in its way for that time. And then, like, if you're doing a remake of it, you're not going to generate that same shock. So I guess you would pretty much have to go in a different direction somewhat.
Yeah. That one's more like, that's a different kind of shock to me. Like that movie, what's going on in that movie versus this is.
Yeah.
That's a different kind of shock. But yeah. It's still fucked up, but different kind of thing.
Yeah, and we'll have to get to that at some point. Tiana has that. We started watching it. I mean, I've seen it a number of times, but we started watching the original Old Boy, but for whatever reason, we had to.
Oh God!
I never.
Get back to it, so.
Stop.
So we don't want to go and
stop everything and go fucking watch that. Holy shit!
Yeah. It does have one of the baddest action scenes too.
Yep.
The hammer scene.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Well, that's not giving anything away.
It's not. It's just a hammer.
That's awesome cinematography or whatever. Yeah.
No, I'm not giving anything away because because all you could have to utter is like one sentence and it would fuck the whole thing for you. But no.
Yeah.
Go check it out. Good times.
It's good, uplifting. It's uplifting movie for this time of year again. Like
Inside, right? Gather around the hearth.
I mean, there is some snow in the scene and in some of the scenes, some outdoor snow things.
While you're trimming the tree, go fucking watch Old Boy. God.
Good.
Anyway, Donnie, you brought insight. You started off the Christmas season this way.
Yeah.
You sick motherfucker.
Yeah. So, I guess, I thought I had a, pretty decent hook. But despite the, short, runtime, I just kind of felt like it was kind of slow after that. And that was one of my issues with it. It's very bleak. Jesus. It's brutal. But yeah, I don't know. My thing is that, it's got to be at least 3 stars on the, 5-star rating scale. It's got to be at least 3 stars for me to, is this a movie I would watch again? So I can't say that this is a movie I would watch again. So, man, the kills are, they're something. But I don't know. I'm going to put it at 2.5. Man, you know what? No, I'm going to knock it down. I'm going to say 2.25, just cause the slowness just, it feels like a slower hour and 20, 25 or whatever.
I think the moments where they slow it down is just to get you to the next what the fuck.
No, I'm toast.
Yeah.
I
think pacing wise, that's why. Like they kind of bring you down to, because they're about to smack you upside the head again, kind of thing,
Well,
so.
Yeah, all that aside, I think I'm at 2.25. I don't have any desire to watch this again. But it's fine.
I will agree with you in my rating, and as far as like, I don't have a desire to watch this again, because to me, it's like, once you've seen it, you've seen it, and that's not a bad thing necessarily. It's just like, how many times can you watch that? Right.
Yeah.
Like, you don't need to, but, I'm going to say 2.5. I mean, it's a solid made flick, and it's, like you said, it's dark, bleak, brutal as fuck. But some creative kills.
Yeah.
Right? Like I said, she's fucking Rambo with the scissors and a sewing needle. I mean, because for the most part, that's how she kills everybody, is scissors and a sewing needle. Except for the 1 or 2 guys that get it with the pistol, right? The one guy in particular.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, it's creative in that way. It's a decent little story as far as, setting up the reasons for this and all that. So yeah, I mean, 2.5, I think is fair for me. So Tiana, what do you say? Oh, we'll let you go last then. Ladies last on this one. Smoke, what do you have to say?
Yeah, I've seen this one back when it came out on that, I guess that DVD, 2008 or so. We talked about it. When we first hit DVD, and I've had that DVD since then, probably. And I'm kind of pretty familiar with that French New Wave extremism or whatever it was.
Yeah, French New Extremity.
Yeah, French New Extremity there. So, which, by the way, Irreversible. We need to get that on here too. There's that movie's crazy, and
don't know if they'll be prepared for that.
That one's even different than this one. I don't know if you've heard of that one though. The movie starts from the end of the movie and goes forward. So it's got this kind of gimmicky thing that's pretty cool and works for it, but it's also very extreme in its parts too.
So kind of like extreme, like that, an extreme version of that movie Memento, where it's kind of backwards.
Yeah,
yeah,
kind of like that. Yeah. And also the camera work and the music and everything in that movie, just like it gets under your skin, and not just what's going on in the movie the way that this one does too, or the extremity or whatever, but the cinematography, the working back to front, and the soundtrack. Just so yeah, that's one we'll get to down the road though. But or the one I mentioned before, High Tension, another big one of that subgenre, and another one I can't think of the name of right now. But it's very, again, it's kind of similar to this one.
It's probably called Lay Fucked Up.
Yeah. But yeah, this one definitely does the job if you're looking for an extreme, movie that's there's a difference between extreme movies that are like, say, Christmas Cruelty, where it's like just it got a few set pieces that are messed up, but the storyline is like, you know.
I just love that there's always an audible gasp anytime anyone brings up Christmas Cruelty. It's like, oh, fuck.
But yeah, there are movies that just set out to be extreme for the sake of being extreme, and there's others that kind of wrap it up with a storyline. This one has a storyline, whether it's one that's engaging or not. Yeah. It's up to the viewer, I guess. But you can't fault it for its creativity, I guess, in getting there. So and most of the French, movies in this subgenre are like that. They're all movies that are generally sort of acclaimed for their storyline as well as for the disturbing content. So I think all that being said, though, yeah, I enjoy it. And it's been a long time since I've seen this one. The last time we watched it was probably 8-9 years ago, maybe, that I've seen it anyway. So I think I'm going to go with a 3.
All right, Tiana, that leaves us with you. What do you got?
Before I do my review and rating, I'm going to tell you all what the ratings are in Rotten Tomatoes.
Oh, boy. I can only imagine.
Tomato meter, 87%.
Wow.
Audience score, 75%.
Wow.
IMDb, 6.7. The letterbox was, I think, 3-something. 3.7, I think.
Wow.
So, yeah.
So the 6.7 is a little lower, but still pretty damn good for this type of movie, for sure.
For such a simple premise of a story, they just, I don't know. I think they just blew it out of the water. I mean, it's definitely like, I can understand a lot. This is like a one-time thing and done, you know what I mean? But yeah, there's not too much acting, so you can't really say actors or anything. All they do is chat with each other, But the extreme, the FX, what's the word?
The graphics. Yeah, well, I was thinking
extremity graphic content.
Would you talk about that? The CGI baby.
Oh yeah, that does not hold up.
That definitely, yeah.
That looks like some video shit from 2007.
Yeah, it does. Yeah,
but that's the only thing you can like.
That's the only
looks like any other movie that had the same budget in 2007.
Yeah, exactly.
They're trying to do CG.
Yeah, I've seen a few reviews say like, "Oh, that took me out of the movie," which I can understand that too. But
I can see that.
Yeah, this is. I think it's pretty damn well done, and the music too. The score. We didn't even talk about the score, but the score to it is in like the places it needs to be in the perfect score or whatever. But I have to give this one a 4. This is probably one of my top 3s of the new extremity French films.
Well, I haven't seen enough to rank them myself, but I'm sure we'll get to them at one point or another. But yeah, this one, for what it is, it's enjoyable enough, but it's just, the more and more I watch this kind of thing, sometimes I realize this stuff isn't quite what I like.
Yeah, it's not my cup of tea.
Yeah, I mean, like, cause it's hit or miss, cause I've watched some, like we always mention Terrifier. There are certain things but this is different from that. But
yeah, this is bleak.
Yeah,
Terrifier's more.
I think that's the thing that I don't like when it's really, really gory and bleak. That's where I'm like, it just goes to a place I don't want to go. I want to enjoy myself, not get depressed, kind of thing, But that's me. But I could see, where you love that extreme gore shit. Then this would be high up the chain. All that being said, you do the math and you add it up and put it in the computer, and it spits out 2.9 out of 5 stars. So even the Spookshow says go check it out, like Joe Bob says, right? Go check it out. I think that's enough to say we recommend at least one viewing. I don't know, just my opinion. I don't know how many times you need to watch this, but at least once. Just know that it's fucked up, right? just realize that. If we haven't made that perfectly clear to this point, trust me, it's fucked up. Donnie, we'll start with you. What kind of connections could you find? for inside.
Connections from the crypt.
Probably not a shock here, but there are no cast connections.
No.
But on the crew side, there are a few. So the composer, and I'm going to butcher this name, but I'm going to try not to. Francois Eudes Chanfrault also was the composer for Christie when we did back with the Spookshow. Spookhouse.
Yeah, Spookhouse Park, yes.
Yeah, Spookhouse.
That was last Thanksgiving, our last year, 2024. That was our Thanksgiving movie,
Yeah.
Christy.
And also several of the special effects crew from Mandy. So Christy and Mandy.
Ah.
So, yeah. That's what we got connections wise.
There you go. That's interesting. Mandy, that's another one. What the fuck?
Right.
Oh yeah, did we do that on the show?
Yeah, we
Yeah.
Yeah, we did.
Because sometimes I confuse what we do on the show versus what we talk about outside the show.
Yeah, we
sometimes.
did. Yeah, we did for sure. Yeah. All right. So, Tiana, what kind of kill count did you come up with?
Um, 9.
And you
There's
see
quite a few.
and feel all 9 of those.
Yep. And we didn't talk about this. There's one more death. There's the cats.
The cat?
She kills her cat.
Oh, yeah, the Chuki.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
That's right.
I'm forgetting about
No,
the cat.
yeah, she was, the woman was standing up against the, I'm sorry, she was sitting up against the door,
Mhm.
and she's like, open the door, and then she just
Oh,
snaps
yeah,
the
yeah,
cat's
yeah.
neck.
God, I guess there's so much other fucked up stuff. I just kind of
that kind of
Exactly,
pale in
nothing.
comparison with the
Yeah,
other
it's
stuff.
a-
Usually that sticks out the most in your head.
yeah,
whenever-
exactly. I just
Probably because it's a cat.
yeah. Well,
I was like, well, all right.
we got to remember to put that in the Chucky list. We'll have to
Mhm.
memorialize them next year. Let's talk about the kill reel.
Highlight. Kill.
There's a few good ones here. I mean, just gore wise, just creativity, highlight kills. It may not be the most inventive, but seeing the dude get his head blown apart with the pistol, yeah, that's
Yeah.
I mean, those effects are.
that's pretty
spot
good.
on.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to go with that. I mean, even with the ending being,
Yeah, because that
if
one.
you look at the whole thing, you'd be like, "Wow, that is fucked up." That's probably the one thing, right? And we
Yeah.
go back to that horrible DVD cover where it looks like they're cutting a pie. No, she's cutting that woman's stomach open. Yeah, I'm gonna go with the dude getting his head blown apart because that was whoa, So
when you mentioned scissors and pie, I think Cobra. A pizza
shit.
pie. It's not Cobra. She's not cutting pizza either. is it?
What are you talking about, pig?
Oh, pig. Shaving your head with a fucking knife. Anyways. Gore score. What you got, Smoke?
Gore score.
Oh yeah, well, there's no surprise. Well, this one's good. Actually, I don't know how many this one's got. How many ratings have gotten to 10x, but this is going to be one of them.
Oh,
I know there's at least been a couple of them. Maybe I know that Terrifier.
There has been 3. Terrifier 2, Terrifier 3, and then Christmas Cruelty.
Oh, okay. So yeah, this one's up in there with because like I said, that X is above and beyond. It's basically it goes over that line of something like say Brain Dead, Peter Jackson zombie movie that's like gore galore, but that shit is fun as hell. It's like cartoon splatter. You have a good time with it. It would get a 10, but the X is reserved for stuff that makes you uncomfortable when you're watching it. Christmas Cruelty, yes. Terrifier,
yeah.
certainly certain scenes in Terrifier 2 and 3 and yeah, feels real and brutal and not fun. And that's a lot of that.
Especially, I always think whenever you do the gore score, I always try to think too, in my mind, where would you place this if you were scoring it for a newbie? Not somebody that is jaded like we are. at this stuff, but like someone just coming in off the street.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah. And in that case, I've probably rated things lower.
True,
that should be higher sometimes.
True,
because
maybe.
of that, But yeah, so certainly then when I get something 10x, anybody listening to this one will know that if you're not that well versed in horror, then that's something you may want to prep yourself for.
Yeah,
you may want to prep yourself with some other movies that aren't 10x's.
Yeah, you may want to go watch some more laid back horror and then have the Smurfs ready on speed dial after you watch it, kind of thing.
Yeah, because I do reserve those. I mean, the art movies, Terrifiers are a different story. Those you can have fun with, but there are certain, kills that intentionally cross the line into disturbing area, right? And he does that on purpose. There's like 2 or 3 maybe and he tries to up the ante each movie he does with a kill that's like disturbing and over the top, right? So those get the X, but I mean you can still have fun with those. But others like this is definitely nihilistic and and disturbing and like you said, a bit depressing, right? And so. And the gore also reflects that in this movie.
Well, and also, this is the second week in a row you've had that out of 10 because last week we did Thanksgiving, from 2023. You gave that a 10.
Yeah,
and then
there's that difference.
Difference too. Exactly, yeah. And
you have fun with that movie.
This is also the third 10 out of the last 4 horror movies we've watched because last week with Thanksgiving and then back during October when we watched Hatchet. You gave Hatchet a 10, so
yep. Again, another one of those like fun splattery, movies that you can have a good time with it. Yep. Even if there's at least one kill in that one that some people would say, "Wow, that goes over the top." You know the one I'm talking about, that movie too. It's the one you gave the highlight kill.
Yeah,
more than likely, right? Yeah.
You talking about in Hatchet?
Yeah.
Yep.
So that's the one that's like the one that you really feel and really remember, and the one that if you were to take away from that to be the most disturbing kill, it'd probably be that one. But still, overall, that's another one of those movies. Just fun splatter effects, So
there you go. Merry Christmas inside. Next week, we're going to be talking about Tiana. This was your pick, so I was about to say the title, but I'm going to let you say it. What are we talking about next week?
Silent Night, Deadly Night 5, the toy maker from 1991.
So we're going to get to have some drunken fun with Mickey Rooney next week. So come back.
Pedo.
Jeez. Oh, pedo. So not that Mickey Rooney was a pedo. We're not saying that. We're not saying. Don't quote us on that. Just go watch the movie and you'll find out what we're talking about. So next week, come back for the 5th installment of Silent Night, Deadly Night series, The Toy Maker from 1991. And then we've got some other cool stuff lined up for you for the rest of the holiday season here.
Yep.
Leading up to the beginning of the year, we got episode 300. And we got a big hellrific plan.
Oh yeah,
afoot.
Oh boy.
We haven't landed on what we're going to call that yet, but we got some creative juices going, so we'll let you know once we get closer. But before that, though, we've got the 2025 year in review at the very end of the year. That'll be the last show of the year, so we'll be looking back at the year of horror and what we loved and hated and everything in between. So we always do that, and we have fun with that. So lots of cool stuff coming up through the holiday season. So stay with us. Go over to aaspookshow.com. Check out our stuff on YouTube, Video Vortex, Grindhouse Gutter, Hammer Horror and Order. Go over to Patreon, patreon.com/aaspookshow. Become a patron. Get episodes early. Lots of bonus content. Hell, we got a TeePublic page where we sell T-shirts and all that stuff. Go check it out. So for Will, who didn't join us, lucky for him, Donnie, Tiana, Professor Smoke, I'm Josh. We are the All-American Spook Show, and we will talk to you next week.
As you leave the theater, folks, please be careful. Don't let this happen to your car. Be sure to remove the speaker before you leave. If you should accidentally pull a speaker loose, please turn it in at our snack bar or box office. Thank you.